This was an initiated act, was it not? It was passed, and the people supported this. And the interest off this money was supposed to be used for health programs. And what I'd like to know is why all of a sudden we are so interested in our bond rating, and why we've waited all these years to put so much emphasis on our bond rating unless we're in some kind of serious financial situation. Is there any truth to that?
The only part I would know the answer with certainty would be yes, it was an initiated act in 2000. It was specific for healthcare needs. I would have to defer on the bond question to an expert.
What I'm curious about is why we have waited so long for any attention to be brought to this. All of a sudden, we're all concerned about our bond ratings from AA to AAA.
That might be a question for the executive since this is on the call.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's all I have.
Anybody with the governor's staff want to come up here and answer Senator Stutterfield's question? Just make your back to that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to speak for the executive branch, but I can tell you legislatively, we have all taken steps, not in just this special session, but the last special session, to put funding into the long-term reserve. I would say it was about 3 years ago that I and others in this chamber, I mean, a number of you in this room, started talking about the fact that you would go to a conference, talk to your colleagues in other states, and figure out that we were the only state in the union that did not have a long-term reserve. Now, we had a rainy day that could be tapped with a governor's letter and an approval of the legislative body, but we did not have any funding in that. This past, a special session ago, when we dealt with highways, we are moving the interest earnings into the long-term reserve for the goal of getting up our credit rating and to have that reserve in place. We're in a special session now being asked again to put a priority on the long-term reserve. And so I don't think it's a process that has just started. It's just one that's become a priority within what I would call the last 3 years, and one that I'm proud of us actually moving in that direction. And so there was an identification of a pot of money, if we're all being honest, that the interest earnings on it that were supposed to be used for health care, that actually was transferred and kind of muddied around in the surplus process. If you move it to this fund, it can't be transferred. Those interest earnings can't be transferred and muddied around inside the surplus process in an RSA. It's going to be part of the long-term reserve, and you're going to have that 2/3 threshold if we adopt this amendment here today of council. And one step further, council is our body that acts when we're not in session. It is statutory created for that exact purpose, for us to be able to take legislative or quasi-legislative action when we're not in session. Now, do I agree with what every committee of legislative council does? No, I don't. But I also respect the fact that those committees are set up for a purpose in statute to represent us as a legislative body while we're not in session. And giving a council, a representative of you, 2/3 vote in the interim, I mean, it's not unheard of. It's what we do today on many important issues. So back to what the question was, I believe that this issue of long-term reserve has been a focus, again, for the last 3 years, one that we've made good strides as a team together as legislators, and one that we should continue to do. There's been identification of something that could help contribute to that. And what Senator Hendren's asking you to do is just continue that progress. Thank you.
More task forces.
Senator